In this video, I'm giving you 7 of the best shooting drills to help you start banging in goals, going from the easiest drills to the hardest, with each one covering a crucial aspect of your shooting, from finishing inside the box to outside the box in 1v1s. So by the end, you'll be able to easily score insane goals like this in any situation on the field. And starting with wall shooting. This drill behind me might sound and look easy, but there's a lot more going on than you think, which is why it's one of my favorite ever drills to work on shooting. And before I explain why, let's get into the setup, which is the first on the checklist before we cover how to do each drill. And finally, break down how many times you should be doing it each week to improve as quickly as possible. However, the setup for this drill is just a ball and a wall. That's all I got. Okay, so here's how to do the first drill and also why it's one of my favorites in this video. Now, wall shooting is as simple as it sounds. You're gonna find a wall, and what this wall is gonna represent is a target. All you're gonna do is just work on different techniques, and that's the whole emphasis of this drill. You're able to get as many reps as possible without having to go and get the ball every single time. Because the more reps that you take, the more comfortable you are gonna get with that technique, and the better you're gonna get by executing that technique. It's also perfect for distance. Let's say you wanna get better at finishing in front of the net, being closest to the goal. Well, just get closest to the wall, and you're working on that. Whether you wanna work on side-footed finishes or laces, you can do that. Now, as you can see, the ball's gonna come back a lot quicker because you're closer to the wall, which means you can get even more reps in. Just like you can get closer to the net, you can also get further out. Like for example, right now, I can visualize myself being outside of the 18-yard box, so take a touch out, and then finish. So again, you can count that as a bonus, but it also works on your first touch as well. Now, if you wanna make this even more challenging, you grab 4 cones, you're gonna put it on the sides of the wall, and it's gonna replicate basically the corners of the net. So as you're shooting, you're not just shooting blindly and just working on technique, you can also work on aiming for the corners of the net. Now, for this type of drill, I don't like to do reps and sets. All I simply do is just put a timer down for 20 minutes, and I get in as many reps as possible. And after the 20 minutes, I'm done with the drill and I move on to the next. I do this around 2 to 3 times every week because it is very taxing on the body. And the next drill I pair it up with is penalties plus free kicks. I know this really isn't a drill, but just shooting penalties and free kicks is what helps drastically improve your technique and getting a bunch of reps in. And it also really helps your accuracy since you're aiming for the corners every time. And this will also help you become a set piece taker. So if you ever wanted to take set pieces for your team, this will drastically help. The more shots you take, the more comfortable you're gonna get shooting. So, and penalties is exactly like drill 1. The setup. All you need is a ball. Place the ball on the penalty spot and just do what you would do in a regular game. Work on your pre-game penalty routine. And even if you're not a set piece taker, this is really helpful with just helping you just get comfortable with different strikes of the ball and working on your accuracy. For penalties, I like to just go for a purely 100 reps. And if I have 10 balls, that is 10 sets of 10. So I'll shoot 10 balls continuous. Then after that's done, then I go get the balls and reset 10 times. Remember, for penalties, it's purely a rep game. The more reps you get, the more confident you'll be executing it. You're not gonna tire out, you're not gonna fatigue. As long as you take rests after that, you will be fine. And I would do this around 3 to 2 times a week. So this exercise is perfect for just getting in a bunch of reps, working on your accuracy, and also just working on scoring amazing goals. The setup. So you're gonna place the ball anywhere outside the box that you'd be able to take a free kick at. So roughly around here, right, there's gonna be a wall. So make sure the shot that you're taking is gonna go up and over the wall if it's the same side. So you need something absolutely stunning to beat the keeper. And as well, you're not fixated on one location. You can shoot the ball from here, you can go more out wide. If the more balls that you have, the more balls that you have, the more you can work on that shot rather than having to go back and forth and get it every time. That should take around 20 to 30 minutes to do, and I would do this around 2, 3, 4 times a week paired up with penalty taking. And that's why free kicks is something absolutely essential to your game if you want to take your shooting to the next level. 1v1 to shot. This drill represents real game situations. With the 4 cones in the middle, this acts as a defender. You're gonna engage the defender in 1v1, beat the defender, and finish just like you would in a game. You're gonna repeat this in the middle, left, and right wing as well. Because in a game, you're not only gonna find yourself in a 1v1 in the center of the field, you're also gonna find yourself in a 1v1 out wide, on the left, and right wings, especially if you're a winger, striker, or a central midfielder. And we want to work on that aspect of the game directly. This works on shooting off a dribble, which takes things a step further than the pens and free kicks. So just like in a game, to create separation away from the defender, to beat the defender, we want to get creative. So work on your skill moves, go left, go right, be unpredictable, so that work translates directly over to a real 11v11 game. Dribble with your laces forwards, because that is the right technique when engaging in a 1v1. It's a lot faster. If you take a touch with every step, you're keeping the ball close, you're going to execute a move, pretend it's the defender there, get creative, touch out, you're gonna create that space, and then you're gonna finish. So with 4 balls, I would do 6 reps on each side. 6 on the left side, 6 in the middle, 6 on the right side. This is one of my staple drills in my session. And I do this 2 times a week, every single week. Box touch to shot. All you're doing is basically as a defender on your back, you're taking a touch out to the left, right side, using different parts of your body to touch away, create that separation to finish. You're gonna find yourself in a lot of situations where your back is gonna be to goal. So if you're able to take a touch out and create that separation to shoot, you're gonna be very lethal in front of net, and that is what we want. So make sure you use both feet, use different parts of your body to control, and take touches in both directions. And also work on variations where you're taking touches forwards and backwards. Look at this box as the range of a defender, because the defender is gonna be here. If you take a small touch, he's able to step in and win it. But if you take a heavier touch to the side, now he needs to make an effort to reposition himself and try and defend that. I would do around 50 reps, and with 10 balls, that's 5 sets. With 5 balls, that's 10 sets. This will take around 15-20 minutes to do so. So I would do this around twice a week in the week. Now you know how to take an aerial touch away from the defender and finish. That help you score more goals. You still need to learn how to shoot off a dribble, and that's why the next drill is the diamond. This works on your close control dribbling, also your dribbling speed. Then works on shooting in motion like in a real game, because a lot of times in game, it's not a straight dribble to a 1v1. You have to change directions, you have to avoid defenders, and then you engage in a 1v1. The setup. All you need is 4 cones. It's gonna form a diamond. You're gonna place a cone. You're gonna take 4 feet, 45 degrees.
1, 2, 3.
4 steps apart. Place a second cone, another 4 steps apart.
2, 3, 4.
You're gonna form the top end of the diamond in another 4 steps.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's gonna be the last cone that you're gonna put down, and then it should form this diamond like this. So this is what the drill is gonna look like at match intensity. You're gonna hit it up, you're gonna dribble, take your touch out, you're gonna go around, use both feet, boom, boom, take a step over to the left, and then finish. You want to do the same amount of reps on both sides to get comfortable shooting with both feet and engaging and disengaging in a 1v1 on both ways, so you're unpredictable. So I would do this 1 to 2 times a week, and the reps would be 4 times to the right, 4 times to the left. I have 8 balls, going as continuous as possible, and then I would take a minute or 2-minute rest. I would just walk, grab the balls, and then I would come back and repeat that 5 times. But this drill is not nearly as beneficial as the next drill, which is Ronaldinho to 1v1 to shot. This is very similar to a game situation where there's a lot of people in the middle. This drill is a lot harder to do, but this drill is also that much more beneficial because it works on your close ball control, your creativity, your 1v1s, the setup. Now this setup is a bit more complex, but all you're doing is getting as many cones as you can, forming this Ronaldinho drill. That's what it's called. Then after using all of your cones except 4, you're gonna take 6 steps.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And now you're gonna form a diamond with 4 cones all 1 feet away.
1, 1, 1.
And this is gonna act as a defender outside and after the Ronaldinho. Remember to only do this centrally, as this is where we'll find most of those clusters in game, and we're trying to replicate that. Now how I do this drill is very simple. There's no restrictions, there's no set way you need to do it. Obviously there's a sequence to it, but in the actual drill itself, like in the cluster, like in a game, improvise, right? Visualize different scenarios like that would happen in a game, and then just try and get through it as fast as you can using both feet. You're gonna see, you're gonna go through it, maybe you do a step over, you get out, you're out of that situation, then you engage in a 1v1, and then you finish. Now go through it fast as you can. Boom, 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 and then finish. The faster you do it, the more effective. This is one of those drills where the reps need to be at the highest quality possible for you to get the most out of it. So pure quantity doesn't matter if the quality is gonna drop. So what I like to do is I like to do 10 reps, take 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes off to rest, recover. Then I like to repeat that 3, 4, sometimes even 5 times, depending on if I have training that day. And if you thought this drill was good, the next drill is a drill that I did that got me to a professional academy. And it is unrestricted positional shooting. Now this works on your creativity, and it's a direct game realistic exercise. You're gonna engage, disengage in 1v1s, do whatever you would in a natural game, and you're gonna end up to a shot. You have to be able to create your own shot to score to stand out, and this works on an aspect of the game directly, but it's also tied to your position. So I'm a winger, I'm gonna be out wide, I'm gonna do what I would do in a regular game. We don't wanna set any limitations because in a game, you're not playing with restrictions. You're not limited to anything. You'll naturally react based on what's happening in a real game, and this will drastically work on your instincts. That is the level that we wanna operate in because instincts work faster, way faster than the thinking state of mind, which means if we operate off of instincts, our speed of play is gonna be drastically improved. There was a study done by Japanese neurologists that identified that Neymar plays on autopilot. That means he doesn't think about the play, he just does. Instincts. Riyad Mahrez said it.
Since I'm young, it's like instinct.
And Hazard said it as well.
So what you're telling me is what you do most of the time is instinct. Yeah, his instinct.
This is the closest you're gonna get to real game scenarios without playing a real game, especially individually. This also works on your stamina because it's really hard dribbling at high intensity, then getting into a shot all in one sequence. A lot of players like the pre-planned moves, and that kills the whole purpose of it. You wanna go through it in that moment, do what comes to you naturally. The setup, all you need is a ball, and then you'd go to where you'd be positioned in a game, right? Dribbling down the wing, defender forced me out wide, I beat him. Now again, I cut in, beat the other defender. Right here, I'm gonna pass to my center back. Striker, nope, cut in, and then finish. Because this drill is so beneficial, but it's also very taxing, I do this for 20 minutes continuous, 10 minutes on the left side, 10 minutes on the right side, because you wanna work on both sides, especially as a wide player. And after every rep, I'd walk back, regain my energy, chill for a few seconds, and then go again 100% max intensity. Quality is all that matters in this drill. It's not about how many times you do it, either you do 1,000 times or 10 times. There's no point of doing it 100 times if you're jogging through the exercise. Those were 7 of the best shooting drills I've ever done, but now you know these. If you don't understand how to set up your training to improve as fast as possible, only knowing the drills won't get you very far. So click this video right here that breaks down the 3 specific training plans I followed that helped me sign for a professional academy, so you can use them as your own secret weapon in training. Peace. Click it and watch it.